Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you're doing well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Cancer sign out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Cancer, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with the Devil. You have the Ace of Swords. And you have the Page of Coins. All right, so you've gotten some clarity on some kind of a toxic situation or a toxic person here. I do feel that, you know, the clarity may have come in a very quick and maybe even harsh manner. But I'm also seeing there's somebody new in your energy with the Page of Coins here. And you may just be in the stage of talking to this person. I can definitely feel that you're very attracted to this new person. Yeah, so yeah, you're leaving some kind of toxic energy behind because you've gotten the clarity. You're talking to somebody new and you're very attracted. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Cancer's energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Chariot in the reverse. You might be dealing with another Cancer sign. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have the Moon. All right, so this person in your energy, this person has a lot of passion towards you. I do feel like this is a situation that this person's just kind of watching you. They're not like moving towards you currently. And in fact, they're trying to kind of keep their feelings, their emotions under cover here. It's almost this energy of keeping an eye on you, watching you, seeing what you're doing. But that feeling, that desire to move towards you is growing. Interesting. They're very focused on you, by the way. Let me see, show me the energy between Cancer and this person. Seven of Coins reversed and the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, so you're kind of attracted to this person too, and you may be getting a little bit impatient for them to actually do something. This is not a situation that you're highly invested in yet. This is somebody that's new. And this person is really kind of acting like they're unbothered. Truthfully, that's an act. That is an act. This person is intently watching you, even though they're not moving forward. And it's driving you a little bit crazy. It's actually making you want to move towards them more. Yeah, because they seem so unbothered, you know? They seem so unbothered by everything. And you're over here like, why aren't they doing anything? Why aren't they calling me? Why aren't they texting me? Why aren't they, showing up? So, let me see what's affecting this connection. This is, by the way, somebody who is very nice looking. They get a lot of attention. Strength card. This is Leo energy, but I feel like, so Cancer, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I feel like this person's driving you crazy. You want to talk to them. You want to figure out what it is that they are thinking. What do they want to do here? And they're just sitting there holding back. They have a very flirtatious type of energy here. But this is a strong connection. You're very strongly attracted to them, and they also are strongly attracted to you. So let me see the outcome. Two of Wands in the reverse, a decision being made. Yeah, there's a decision that's going to be made here. Interesting. It's kind of nice to get this because this feels very lighthearted because it's somebody new and you're not deeply invested with this person. because a lot of the Cancer readings lately have been so heavy, but this feels very lighthearted. So, all right, so bottom of the deck, we have the World in the reverse. That's underlying energy. So there's something here that is not, over. It's not finished. It's not resolved. Also be careful, though, of repeating cycles. You want to make sure you're not repeating an unhealthy cycle. All right, so let me clarify. Spirit, why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here for Cancer? Yeah, don't be hiding on me now, Cancer. You done told me all your business for months and months. Now you're going to kind of clam up because you don't want me to know about this new person. The Chariot. They got the Chariot in the reverse. And the Six of Cups. Okay, so you may have had some toxic energy in your past, but this is the energy. You may have known this person, or you may feel that they're a soulmate. You may just be that bonded with them. Could also be past life energy. What I do see here is that you definitely want to move towards them. You're getting impatient. You'd rather they come towards you, but they're resisting that. And you want them to come towards you, maybe bring you a small gift, bring you flowers, bring their emotions at least. You're in this energy where it's, I shouldn't be laughing, but you're in this energy where you're impatient for them to make a move, like make a move already. So I do feel like you kind of like this person. Let me see the Ace of Swords. You could have met this person when traveling, or they could live at a distance. Four of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're a little bit stuck in that energy of this ending, but you're aware of it. You ended something with someone who was really toxic here in the past, and so that's where I'm seeing this fear of repeating cycles, okay? You are feeling really attracted to this person. Whoever you were in this relationship with before that was very toxic, you were also very attracted to that person. And I do feel like that person may have love bombed you a little bit, bought you gifts, everything was moving forward pretty quickly. So in this energy, you're trying to get the clarity that you need. You want to make sure that you're not repeating the same cycle here. Yeah, so I do feel like for some of you, you're also trying to make sure that this person is not involved in any other connection or relationship, or that, they're not going to be somebody who's going to keep you stuck. So you're seeking clarity. You're seeking knowledge and clarity. All right, let me see the Page of Coins. Show me the Page of Coins for Cancer. All right, we have the the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Five of Swords reversed. And we have the Six of Coins. So you know what it is that you want. You don't want somebody who's going to be up in their head and full of ego. You don't want somebody who's going to be constantly creating unhappiness or fighting. And all of this knowledge is coming from this toxic relationship that you were in before. You're seeking somebody that is, a balanced connection. Because you're showing up here as being very generous, somebody who avoids conflict and you fight fair. But you're also a little bit unhappy. And so I do feel like you're looking for something that's balanced. You haven't quite found it yet. So you're trying to vet this person. That's what's happening here. Yeah, let's look at their energy because I'm curious. Show me the Chariot in reverse for the person in Cancer's energy. All right, Page of Cups reversed and the Devil in reverse. So they're checking you out to see if you're toxic. They've gone through something that was toxic in the past as well, probably more recently. And they will not apologize for dragging their feet, for not moving quickly. So they're vetting you as well. That's why they're intently watching you. They're intently seeing what it is that you do. Do your words and your actions, are they the same? Yeah, this person doesn't want to deal with anything toxic. They freed themselves from another connection. It doesn't look like it got too deep, but they were dealing with somebody who was a bit toxic here. And that person either was keeping them stuck or, you know, they were causing them a lot of anxiety and stress. So they don't want to deal with that. And they're not apologizing for it. So they also have a little bit of feelings towards you, but they're going to hold that back. They're not jumping into anything, no matter who thinks what. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups reversed. So there's something trying to come in, but they're holding it back. Let me see the King of Wands. Like I said, this is somebody who is very charismatic. They're very attractive. They could own or run a business of some sort, but people genuinely like being around this person. All right, so we have the King of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this person is open and ready for love. They want love. They want passion. They're ready for things to move in their favor. Yeah, so this is good. This person also has, like, they're very forward thinking. They take action. Once they decide, Cancer, that you are for them, you won't be able to stop them. And this person is beginning to develop feelings. What I do like about them is that it's not all about the passion. They do have the feelings attached as well. And their heart is open to love. They're looking for somebody to have a beginning with, somebody that they can build something with. Okay, so that's good. Their energy's looking good. Now, we have the moon here, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, another Cancer. Knight of Wands and Justice, Libra energy. They could have something legal that's going on that they have not been transparent about. They don't like to talk about it, but they will talk to you about it. That's interesting. I also think that this person is looking for something that is balanced. They could do something that works with the courts or some sort of authority figure. But I do feel that this person is very focused on you. And I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of flirtation from this person because they have that gift of flirtation for sure. They do come across as being somebody that is very mysterious. Yeah, and they're in their feels right now. They're in their feels. They want to flirt with you. So I think this looks good. Let me see. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. All right, Seven of Swords. Neither of you trust the other one, but it's really based upon the things you've gone through in the past. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, there's a lack of trust here, but again, it's coming from your past, it's coming from their past. And so I do feel that you're both kind of vetting each other, like I said before. It looks like you're going to be the one to open up that communication because you have the Ace of Swords twice. And I do feel like you're going to talk to this person. You're going to tell them, look, I dealt with somebody in my past that was just the devil. They were just awful. And, you know, I have gotten out of that. I stayed stuck in it a while and now I'm out of that. And I just don't want to repeat that again. They're going to also, it's going to take them a little longer before they talk to you. Possibly because there's legal issues here. So they're not going to be as upfront as you are. I don't see that as a problem. I just see that as being somebody who is being very careful. They don't want to be placed in competition with anyone else, which they were in the past. And I also feel like they don't want to create unnecessary drama. There's a sense here of them trying to keep everything low and even. So they're going to move really, really slow. Let me see And they don't like conflict. This person doesn't like conflict. So they're not going to come at you and say, hey, you know, I think you're being toxic. This person is avoidant of conflict. Let me see the Strength card. I feel like Cancer, you're being a little bit more direct and upfront. But I don't see it being that they are being deceptive. It's that they don't want to have any kind of conflict or drama. Why is the Strength card here? Show me what's affecting this connection. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords and we have the Nine of Cups. So what's affecting the connection is you're developing a very strong energy between the two of you. You're trying to move away from a very chaotic situation that you were stuck in for a long time. This conversation is actually going to help a lot with that. And it's going to help you to clarify your feelings with this person. And everything you're telling them is only going to be more endearing. It's going to make them feel protective of you. It's going to make them want to, you know, watch over you and make sure that you are safe, that your emotions are safe. This person has the best of intentions for you. And with the Nine of Cups, they're loving everything that they're seeing. Yeah, they see you as wish fulfillment. They're developing these feelings for you. So you coming out and talking to them and admitting, you know, what has taken place in the past. And I say admitting, let me say, that's not really the right word, is it? You being very clear and discussing, you know, some of the things that occurred in the past and why you have these trust issues is only going to be more endearing, because it's going to make this person feel very protective of you. And they see you as wish fulfillment. I see nothing in their energy towards you as being toxic. But they're going to vet you to make sure you're not toxic. So let me see your outcome, because we see a decision being made. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Show me the outcome for Cancer. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Empress in the reverse, which is unusual. I generally see it in the upright. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Coins. Okay, so in your outcome, I see decisions being made. I see weighing up the pros and cons of what decision to make. I don't see this growing just yet, and let me tell you why. First of all, you're both in this situation where you're trying to, you know, move forward from things that were toxic, okay? So in your energy, you know exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for something that's balanced. It's like a second chance. It's like you're looking at this and you've learned all these lessons from these previous connections and, you know, any kind of unhappiness. You've fought for your own happiness here. And so you're looking at this as a new chance at love, but only if it's balanced. So you're trying to weigh up the pros and cons of that. Is this going to be a balanced connection or not before you make a choice? I don't see you overgiving, which is very good. But I will tell you, Cancer, this is going to bring up your insecurities and it's going to make you want to chase this person. Is this what we're looking at as far as cyclical behavior? It's going to make you want to overgive. It's going to make you want to be like that nurturing mother kind of connection. And let me tell you, you can be a mother or you can be a wife or a girlfriend, but you can't be in that the same, at least not in my opinion. So, you know, you don't want to overgive. So you're weighing this up. You're trying to figure it out. But you're leaning towards this being a second chance at love. Now, what is it that this person hasn't been talking about? Well, it looks like they're in legal proceedings. They may still be in another connection, but it looks like it's in legality only. It doesn't look like they're connected like with that person, like they're not in that connection, right? But there could be some legalities that are still not decided. They will tell you about this, but it's going to take them a little while to open up. So that's going to cause you also to have to re-examine, do I really want to be involved with this person? You know, is it going to put me in competition with someone else? You know, I feel like you don't want that. And if it's not, another person, it may be some sort of community or a family's. There's something here that this person's going to open up to you about. And it's going to cause you to say, I don't know, I don't want to be in competition with that other energy. So I do feel like this person has a very strong community that they're surrounded with that will affect their decisions a lot. And I do feel like this person is going to open up to you. It's going to take them a little bit longer. And when they do open up to you, that's when you're going to start questioning yourself a little bit. So I don't see any decision being made by the end of the week. I see you both of you weighing up the pros and cons, trying to figure out what is the best avenue. What is the thing that needs to be done here? Is this actually a relationship, a connection that is going to grow? So all in all, it's not heavy. It's not way serious. It doesn't look like it's one of those things that's gonna. It's not deep energy because it's newer energy. All right, bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and this tells me that you are letting those walls down. You're opening up. You're less defensive. But you do have to make sure that you're not repeating cycles from the past. You have to release those cycles from the past and create new patterns in order for things to go in a better direction. So let me pull an oracle card, Cancer. I don't know about you, but I'm so relieved to hear about somebody new because you guys have had some awful person in your energy for a long time. All right. So you have number 27, and this card says empowerment. All right, let's read that. Within the realm of the kitsune are beautiful ponds, still and tranquil, yet within them teems magical life. Amongst the beings who dwell there are the koi mermaids, who come to you now with their message of empowerment. You are becoming stronger, calmer, more staunch and clear in your purpose and message, and there is a direction you are now setting that will be reached. The koi mermaids help the koi to persevere, to meet their challenges with perseverance and courage, and a sense that every moment of dedication and learning will bring about the desired result. This is the card of the person who is moving towards a goal and even encountering setbacks. And so the koi mermaid comes to you to ask you to continue, to cheer you on, and to acknowledge that the heroic journey you are undertaking is indeed worthwhile. While you're so focused on this task or goal, others around you see your work and are inspired in their own personal quest. You are beautiful in your tenacity, and every step of the way sees you grow. It may feel at times as though the flow of the stream is against you, but this is not a time to go with the flow. It's a time to make your own way through the waters of life, even if others seem to be heading in a different direction. It is not time for the easy path. You will carve your own way through the waters, for you are on your own way to great good fortune, prosperous times, and an enriched sense of what you are capable of. I have to say, Cancer, I love that card for you. I do. I love that for you so much. I hope that this reading has given you that empowerment. I hope it has helped. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are love, and namaste.